Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff again with JK Stay in Vegas with another episode of Walk with Jeff. Staring up at the sky, looking at an airplane crossing over the Las Vegas Valley. We are here in between Aria and Vdara, checking out this beautiful sculpture. We've got another 30-minute walk for you today. So without us making any more excuses to get going, let's just do this, right? Here's our 30-minute timer, and let's see if it'll actually go. Let's see if it'll actually go. Let's see if it'll actually go. Hold on. And without further ado, let's get our 30-minute timer going now. There it goes. A little out of focus there. It is an absolutely crazy time in Vegas. There's a lot of people in town for the rodeo, NFR. If you watched our newscast, you know what that's all about. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of people, a lot of new restaurant openings. But we're gonna take this 30-minute walk. We'll head down towards Vdara and maybe hit part of the Bellagio. And then I don't know, we'll see where we end up. A lot of people are dressed up, not only for a Saturday evening, but George Strait is playing at Allegiant Stadium. And a lot of people staying here at Vdara and all the neighboring properties to go see that show. George Strait, I think that's kind of a yearly tradition where he comes to Vegas during NFR. Makes sense. Let's see if Vdara's got some Christmas decorations. They do a little bit. A little bit of Christmas decorations. Starbucks over here, of course. Love this hallway. I've shown it a few times before. But what a shortcut it is, too. You can get to the Bellagio, or you turn to the right and go into the Cosmo. So if you're visiting here in the middle of summer, you can at least get out of all that heat by taking one of these indoor walkways. So yeah, there, if you go down here to the right, is going to take you down to the Cosmo. And right as far as that entrance is concerned, that is right where Wicked Spoon is. Let me know in the comments below if you like Wicked Spoon. We've heard some people like it, some people don't care for it, some people say it's mid. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Wicked Spoon. We tried it a long time ago, before the situation, so I know it's kind of changed and not for the better. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on the Wicked Spoon. Welcome to Bellagio. Why, thank you. Here we go. Doors take too long. The tram here, we would make a left, take the tram and go all the way to Park MGM, T-Mobile Arena. It's at least nice because the escalators in hotels more than likely work, although sometimes, like Treasure Island, TI right now, they have been doing something to their escalator, so it's created a bunch of foot traffic. Like I said, busy, busy, busy. Again, these videos, I like to remind people in case you just stumble on them for the first time. They're good for get your exercise on. So I make them kind of 30 minutes. And plus it kind of gives you an idea. I'm walking at about an average pace. So it kind of also lets you know how long it takes to get around places. Some of the walk with Jeffs I've done have been like, how far is it from Resorts World to Bellagio? Or how far is it from Virgin Hotel to Ellis Island? So I think that would be helpful. And if it is helpful, let me know in the comments below. Bellagio's got even some holiday decorations down here as well. All these videos are in 4K HDR. Again, if you just watch it when it first comes out, the HDR version may not be ready. YouTube sometimes takes 48 hours to process it.
I'm sorry.
But if you have an OLED TV or something, a monitor capable of HDR, make sure you're watching in that because it looks really good. But if you have just a 4K TV, that'll do just fine. Just make sure you check your settings for YouTube, because sometimes YouTube defaults to a lower quality. There is the Holiday Bellagio Conservatory 2024. We did an extensive video on that. I'm not going to go through it now because we've already gone through it on our channel. So definitely check it out if that isn't a teaser enough for you. Puppies. As you can tell, it's really busy. Did I mention it's really busy? It doesn't help when people walk in a wall. It doesn't make it easier to get around. But you know what? That's Vegas, right? Adult Disneyland, as we like to call it. Although there are quite a lot of young kids that come to Disneyland these days. See, I even made the mistake. Come to Las Vegas these days. There's the pretty ceiling. This also kind of gives you an idea of what Vegas is like when it is very busy. You will definitely be dodging people, especially during NFR. The rodeo is one of the biggest draws to Vegas the entire year. So if you didn't know that, now you do. So if you think, well, it's December, rates should be low. Unfortunately, these days, there's always a convention or big event that's happening in Vegas. Which makes room rates always a little pricey. And now MGM Resorts has raised their resort fees, their parking fees, their valet. Oh yeah, we'll be covering that on our upcoming Vegas updates. People are just walking in every direction. It's like dodgeball with people. Again, I mentioned this on the last Walk with Jeff, but if you have suggestions of where you would like some future Walk with Jeff episodes, again, let me know in the comments below. Try to accommodate that. And even if it's, you know, in Red Rock, in the Summerlin area, Henderson, I'm open to all. I know a lot of you know that I do real estate here in Vegas, so might be a good opportunity to see different parts of the valley. And stay tuned for next year. I'm going to try to incorporate a little bit more into our channel, so you can, if you've ever thought about moving to Vegas permanently, well, I'll get you covered on that end. So lots of good things, additions, and all that stuff to J&K Stay in Vegas in 2025. Of course, there is a lot going on here in Vegas. We just had the Tropicana implosion a couple of months ago now. Jeez, can't believe that. Look at all these people.
So flag your belt, please.
But this is also the very opportunity time to be walking around, because it's late in the afternoon on a Saturday and people are going to dinner, getting dinner in before they go to their show, all that stuff. Best time to, if you really want to just walk around Vegas, get up early if you can. Because that's the best opportunity to not have to deal with a huge amount of people. Spago coming up here on our right hand side. So let's do this. I think we're going to spend a little bit. Let's turn to our left and head towards like Caesar's Palace.
Yo, Dad.
I'll do a mention of to check out our news updates and construction updates to let you know how this F1 teardown is coming along, so you know what to expect when you're here coming to Vegas. That was a nice shot. Looking out of the corner, or the intersection, I should say, of Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard.
I wonder if I'll
You know what I was
Also, let me know in the comments below if you use our 30-minute walk with Jeffs to exercise, or if you just like to put them on and grab your drink and snack. Do it like that. I'm curious. You know, I should just do a poll. How do you watch the Walk with Jeff episodes? Do you chill on the couch? Do you exercise? Or what? I'm curious to know. Like I said, it's late in the afternoon. It's already getting dark here in the winter time. It's only 4:20 in the afternoon. And it's about low 60s, so for Vegas right now, it's really nice. Actually, I think a little bit above normal. I think about this time this year, we're supposed to be mid-50s, and I think over the next 7 days, we're gonna be going down to that. So, again, keep in mind that a jacket might be necessary in the daytime, but definitely at nighttime, you're gonna want a jacket. So like this guy in short sleeve shirt and shorts is probably gonna wanna throw on a jacket. Everywhere you go, it's busy. Look at all these people waiting for the taxi line. Holy cow.
Got to be more specific, right?
All the way back. I've never seen the taxi line this long. That's insane. They might miss their show. Let's see what kind of Christmas decorations they got here in Caesar's Palace. Look at this. This is pretty. This is very pretty. Check it out. Very nice. A couple just got married. That'll be some nice wedding photos. Yeah, lobby looks really nice. I think today's episode should be called Stroll with Jeff and not Walk with Jeff. It's taken us quite a while just to get around, that's for sure. Let's go over this way so we can avoid some people. Caesar over here, not plural. Caesar is over here. So I told you about this in our last news update. Cleopatra's Barge used to be here, but now it's going to be called Caspian's, right in this hallway. So that is coming soon to the Caesars property. Of course, always a lot of things getting updated, changed, all that stuff in Vegas, which is a good thing. Always something new around the corner, that's for sure. Nobu is up here. Caesars can get really confusing. That's the word I want. Brasserie B. And the Coliseum is straight ahead, where Garth Brooks has a residency. She's all decked for Christmas, holidays. Final shows, it says. Again, a little bit of a stroll with Jeff. I don't think I've seen this many people. A lot of people are watching the college game. Molly. try to get around some of the people. Then you get a wall of more people. I can't even show the sportsbook because we'll get a visual copyright. Stanton Social is been open for about 6 months now. It's way down here at the corner. I'll show you where this exit door goes over here, just to get your bearings of where we are and where to go. Let's turn over here. I do like all the lights here. Restaurant, bar, steak, cocktails, Stanton Social Prime. It is, there we go. There's the Flamingo. Looking back at Paris and Horseshoe, right over there. But I think what we'll do is we're gonna, let's see, I think we're gonna double back a little bit. Because if you haven't ever seen like these little gardens here, taxi not even looking, gonna just run people over in a crosswalk. During F1 they had some grandstands here, since this was another opportunity for a viewing area. Saw a girl online, said she paid $900 for that seat. No food, no nothing. And it wasn't high enough where she could see above the walls, let alone if you watched our live streams. The cars go by so fast. It's literally a blur. But this entrance to Caesars is pretty iconic. So then if you go down here, there's beautiful, almost garden with the fountains here. And these pretty flowers down here. Hell's Kitchen in the background. The lights are coming on here in Vegas. They're early days here in Vegas. Now we're in winter time, but it feels oh so good, especially when you're out walking around a lot. As much as I am most of the time. Feels really good. Now if you were just kind of standing around, probably need a jacket. But one of our tips, especially if you're coming in the summer and maybe you watch this video a few months down the road, that it's almost a good idea to bring a light jacket during, even when it's 110 degrees outside, because all the restaurants crank up the AC. So definitely, it gets really cold inside the restaurants. You wouldn't think so, but it definitely is. Speaking of F1 teardown, they finally have all of these down here. All the big walls that were blocking the glass from seeing the race of F1, they got those down. They definitely seem to be moving pretty quickly. But the Bellagio fountain, they still got quite a big, the VIP grandstands, about half of that's still there, so they still got some work to do. And we're already in the first week of December, so If you're watching this in the future, that's when we are. Cosmo. We walked right from over there. So you can cover some ground. But keep in mind though also, you're probably going to end up going a little bit slower because you're going to be busy looking at all the sights and everything else. There's Pinky's by Vanderpump. That just opened. We'll go get a look-see of that. And we have an escalator that's working, so that's always a good sign. All the brake lights on this busy Saturday. This intersection always gets jammed up. If you're a frequent viewer, you probably already know that by now.
Yeah, no.
You're at the front access to masses. Yeah. That's why I'm leaving.
I bet Old Red, Blake Shelton's place, is probably pretty busy. There you go. So I was just talking about. So now there's nowhere to go. This guy just wants to slam through 2 cars. He's so frustrated. Not good. Fake Mickey and Minnie here. Let's keep going because the music is really loud in this area and we definitely don't want that. But we're coming up here to Flamingo. Flamingo's got a few new things coming around. So definitely, again, can't stress it enough. Check out our news updates. You'll find out all of that, what's going on. So there are people in there already. Looks like they're doing some finishing touches though. Kind of reminds me of the Plaza Inn. I know it's a lot more higher end scale, but like at Disneyland, speaking of Disneyland, I don't know, it's giving me that vibe. Pinky's by Vanderpump. There's the sign right there. And then they have an entrance over here too. Already people in there. Taking advantage of that. Nice neon sign here. Every hotel you go into this weekend is just absolutely busy. Nobody watches where they're going. You got to bring your patience with you, that's for sure. Looks like they got some Christmas decorations over here.
Excuse me. Okay, sure. I mean, she's ignoring me.
Another Starbucks over here. This one's a little newer-ish. Got a nice tree over here. right next to Sportsbook. Everybody watching the football game, everything. And if you ever want to see Wayne and Newton, he's right over there. It's a really small room, a lot smaller than even I thought it was going to be. Very, very tiny. I actually thought it was downstairs, but it's not even downstairs. It is literally just a little room right over here. There's Wayne, right there. Because I saw this elevator, and I thought, well, you're going to go downstairs. No, you walk right in. And just like that, our timer is done. Well, hope you've enjoyed this episode of Walk with Jeff. If you did, please give us a big old thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you want to be alerted to all of our episodes of Walk with Jeff or our news updates, live streams, all that, make sure you turn on those bell notifications. That should alert you to all of our videos when they come out. Make sure you turn them to all because there's selected ones. Make sure they're turned to all bell notifications. All right, everybody. Until the next one, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.